Okay, so today we are going to learn about Pauli's exclusion principle. I have already provided the video of Aufbau's principle, which you guys must check out before reading this particular topic. Okay, so it states that no two electrons can have the same value of all the four quantum numbers. Now these are just words. We are going to dive deep into this particular thing, but before that, you guys must be knowing that there are four kinds of quantum numbers. Namely, first is the principal quantum number denoted by n. The second is azimuthal quantum number denoted by L. And the third one is magnetic quantum number denoted by M, and the fourth one is the spin quantum number denoted by small s. Okay, so let's begin now. We're going to write the electronic configuration of fluorine to have a better comprehension of Pauli's exclusion principle. Okay, so the electronic configuration of fluorine is 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Okay, now let's draw the orbitals of these subshells. It is like this. Okay, and now for 2p, the p subshell has 3 orbitals. Okay, and it has 5 electrons. Now how are we going to write it? We're going to write it like this. Okay, 5 electrons, 1 2 3 4 5. Now it stated, Pauli's exclusion principle stated that in an atom no two electrons can have the same value of all the four quantum numbers. So let's check the quantum numbers of these two electrons or these two electrons. Okay, let's check. Okay, so this and this. What is the value of n here? And the value of n here is 2 because these electrons reside in the second shell. Okay, so n is equal to 2. Right, now what is the value of subshell or the azimuthal quantum number? It is 1 because the value of L for a p subshell is 1. Okay, 1. And what is the value of the orbital? Okay, now just to have a quick recap, if you guys are not knowing this, let me show you guys a little bit. See, for a particular value of n, which in here it is at 2, we have 0 to n minus 1 values of L. Okay, values of L. So the value of n here is 2, so 0 to 2 minus 1. Okay, 0 to 2 minus 1, which gives us 0 and 1. Okay, so this 0 represents the S subshell and 1 represents the P subshell. Okay, so we had a P subshell, so we wrote the value of L as 1. Okay, the value of L as 1. Okay, and similarly here also. Now for magnetic quantum number, it basically names a particular orbital of a subshell. We have 3 orbitals in 2p subshell as the first one, the second one, and the third one. Okay, now what are the values of M? It is, for a given value of L, there are 2L plus 1 values of M. Okay, so if we have 1, we have 2L plus 1, which is 2 into 1 because the value of L is 1, plus 1 gives us 3. Okay, so we have 3 orbitals. Now what will be the names per se? It will be the naming can be done as minus L to plus L. Okay, so we have 1, so minus 1, 2 plus L. So after minus 1 comes 0, and then after 0 comes plus 1. Okay, so minus 1, 0 and plus 1. So minus 1, 0 and plus 1. Okay, but these two electrons both are residing in the minus 1 orbital. Okay, so the value of m here will be minus 1, and same for the second electron also will be the value of will have the value of minus 1. Now the fourth quantum number, which is the spin quantum number, see, for the upper direction the value of s is plus half. Okay, but if the electron is facing downwards, it will have the value of minus 1.5. Okay, so this is Pauli's exclusion principle principally. Okay, it states that you guys can take these values as addresses. Okay, the permanent addresses of electrons. Okay, they might be residing in a same apartment, they might be living in a same flat. Okay, in India we call it flat. A flat is inside an apartment. Okay, and they might be staying presently in the drawing room, but one is sitting on the sofa while the other one is sitting on a chair. Okay, so all of the 4 quantities do not have to match. Okay, if you guys would have taken this and maybe this electron, then let's compare these 2 electrons. These 2 electrons will also be having different addresses. Okay, so for this electron we have the values. Now let's check out for this one. Okay, the value of n for this electron is 2. So the value of this particular electron is 2. What is the value of L? It will be, as I said, the value of L will be 0 to n minus 1. So the value of L is 0 to 2 minus 1. 2 is here. Okay, the value of n, 2 minus 1, which gives us 0 and 1, and it's a S subshell, so the value of L is 0. Okay, now what is the value of the magnetic quantum number? Let's check out. I said for a given value of L, the values of m magnetic quantum number ranges from minus L to plus L. Now the value of L is 0. What will be the value of m? It will be minus L to plus L, which in this case is minus 0 to plus 0, which equals 0, because minus 0 and plus 0 doesn't mean anything, so it will be just 0. Okay, and the value of S will be, it is facing downwards, so minus half. Okay, minus half. Now let's compare these two. N is 2. Okay, no problem. L is different. Here the value of L is 1, and here the value of L is 0. M is minus 1. M in here is 0. The value of S is plus half, and the value of S in here is minus half. So Pauli's exclusion principle is basically this thing. It means that no 2 electrons can have the values of m exactly the same. I mean, either one of the values should be different from the other one. Okay, as in this case the value of S is plus half, whereas for this electron the value of S is minus half. Okay, I hope you liked the video, and if you're finding the videos helpful in your day-to-day academic life, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe the channel for more such informative videos, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.